Verifying I'm starting the live.
Yep.
Yep. Soon as this starts.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Happy 4th of July. I'll go ahead and put the band up just for a few minutes here. I want to welcome everybody to the chat today, and thank you for coming out for your evening with us today. I want to go ahead and welcome everybody in the chat. We have Robert, Bernini, Jennifer, Victoria, Paul, Alexis, welcome. Larry, Alexis, Jennifer. Alexa, go to sleep.
Alexis.
I like that. Victoria looks like one of those
welcome.
cartoon characters with the things above her head. Well, I don't remember what they were, what the names of them were.
I want to welcome our guests to the panel today. We have Paul and Victoria. Victoria's all festive in her 4th of July outfit.
Can you hear me this time?
Yeah.
I was having a heck of a time getting back on. My internet went out, so we had to restart it.
Yeah, I saw that when you were trying to come on. It was just buffering. It wouldn't let you come on.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say congratulations, first of all, to Victoria and Queen Cleopatra for last night, their first live auction. And they reached 269 views on their first live auction together.
Wow, that's nice.
That's awesome.
On the very first auction, yeah.
And it was last night?
Yes, last night was the first auction that they went live.
What time?
6 p.m. Eastern, so our time.
And there was like 6 others going on at that time. So that's
really
excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was really good. Yeah.
We were going to go for 2 hours. We ended up going for 3.5 hours. So I don't think we're going to put a time limit on it in the future.
Well, I thought y'all ended in 2.5.
No, we ended at 9:30.
Yeah, I must have ended it after I got off then, because when I got off, it was 2.5 hours already.
Yeah, because I told her if I would have known it was going to go on that long, when my internet came back, I would have jumped on, but I was expecting them to end around 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we were too. It went so fast. It didn't feel like that long.
Right. Well, that's what happens when you're having fun. Time
flies. Exactly. How are you doing, Paul? I didn't get to speak to you in the private chat because I couldn't get on.
Oh, no problem. No, good. Doing good so far.
Good.
So I hope everybody's having a great day today. What, Larry?
Yeah, Paul was on my show for a little bit this morning.
Yeah, this
morning. He was?
Yeah.
I missed. Yeah. I slept until 12 o'clock, you guys.
That's okay.
I needed it. And can I say something real fast?
Another auction last night. That was something else.
Can I say something real fast, Johnny?
Go ahead.
Guess what I got today?
Oh, you got it?
I got it. I got it today. The mailman. I didn't think they were going to deliver today.
Show and tell what you got?
Yeah, can I? Okay, so I got this, which I have no idea what it is. Let me see if I can open it.
It was just something that you and I were talking about one day, and I kept it on the side for you.
Oh, you did? Man, you tape up really good, Johnny.
I want to make sure my items get to the person I'm sending them to.
Oh, that is adorable.
They're reading glasses.
Oh my gosh.
I
can't see a thing out of them.
Well, they're reading up close, not far. They're reading glasses.
Ah, yes. Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to use these.
We had a conversation about that one day in one of your shows.
We did. And last night I was sitting there reading my phone and I kept having to do like this because I couldn't see the dadgum thing.
Yeah. I want to welcome Dan, the answering man. Welcome to the chat.
Hey, Dan. And then this, I think I know what this is.
And we're doing a show and tell of what Victoria's care package came in today.
It came in today. And it was complete. It was in a box and it was completely soaking wet. Can you believe that? They left it on my porch and it's raining really bad here. I can't wait to use this.
Wow.
This, if you're in here, thank you so much. Yeah. You know what I've been using for my clean or dirty sign? Actually, it's only a clean sign. I have this magnet that I had ripped the backing off of, and I wrote clean on the magnet. We've been using that for like 20 years. I'm serious. I know what this is, and I can.
What is the clean
thing? When you do those and you open them, you might want to let them rest for a little bit and open it over the sink.
It's going to blow?
It might. I don't know because it's traveled, so I don't know.
This goes on the
dishwasher.
the dishwasher.
It's a suction cup, and when you put it in your dishwasher and your dishes are dirty, you mark it dirty on the top, and then you turn it over when you wash it and make them clean, so you clean.
Yes, I can't wait to use that. 'Cause like I
Ah.
said, ours
And
was.
here I am just loading the dishwasher and running it.
Oh, this looks so good. Double.
Well, I have one
chocolate
on our dishwasher. I have the same thing for Robert.
Can't smell it, but it smells. I mean, I
Diet
can't smell
double
it, but it
chocolate,
sounds so good.
Chocolate
You know what? I
soda?
always watch Kajun drinking that, and I'm always so jealous. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's chocolate
It's so hard
soda?
to find at the stores here. It's Diet Double Chocolate Fudge Soda.
Yeah,
Wow.
right here.
It's a polar bear.
Polar Diet Double Chocolate Fudge, and the top says sparkling refreshment. I can't wait.
That would be
to try it.
excellent to make super double chocolate fudge floats.
Yes.
Oh, with ice cream. With
Yeah,
some
we did with our
keto-friendly
stuff
ice
line.
cream.
We make it with our Crown and that fudge.
Ah,
Oh my God, it's so good.
that sounds good too.
Because one day we were on a Sprite or something, and I said, Robert, let's just try the fudge and see how it tastes. And oh my God, that's all we use now.
Oh, that sounds really
Wow.
good.
Last time we had the caramel apple with that. Oh my God, it was so good.
Caramel apple sounds good too.
Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for coming. And Paul, was it this morning you were talking about that in the
Yep.
chat this morning? Paul's going to go over something that he was talking about this morning in Larry's show, and he's going to give us a little education on the items that he's going to talk about. And if you were in Larry's chat this morning, you probably know what it's going to be about. But he's going to give us a little education on this. So I'm going to give you your share screen, Paul.
Education.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, hi, Bid. I've been wanting to learn about this.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
people were asking. I told. I talked about it a little this morning. A couple of people know I've had some issues doing my live auctions, so I'm gonna try a high bid.
Mhm.
A high bid. I've bought from high bid before, and if you haven't, you should. All you got to do is highbid.com and you can even go to places that are not near you as long as they'll ship. Because see over here where my mouse is, it says shipping available. They don't all ship.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
But there are times you can't snipe. If everybody remembers the old eBay days, 20-something years ago, we were able to snipe auctions, which means you go in the last 10 seconds, put a bid in, and you could win. When you do it with high bid, it extends the auction, I think, 60 seconds.
Oh, that sucks.
It does, but it becomes a fair playing field, I guess.
Yeah.
You have to be under an auctioneer. So when I was doing my auctions, I would also go down the street here, and there's an auction that happens every Friday, Saturday night that I would buy from. Plus, as a real estate broker, if I had to sell somebody's house that was loaded with stuff and they didn't want it, I would hire them to come in, take everything and auction it and leave the house broom swept. So that's how I got to know the gentleman. And, it's like, hey, Paul, you're doing these online auctions. You're not supposed to. And I said, yeah, but he says, there's no but. He says, you're licensed. You should know better. So, and I've had it from a few people. So I figured, hey, let me try high bid. I went with him under his number, his auctioneer number. And this is my first one. I'll put the link in the chat, but you have to take 5 to 6 or more pictures of each item. And then the people can go through every item. For mine, the bidding opens in 17 hours and 12 minutes. So it was a lot of work, but he gets an average of 5,000 people looking at the stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, because we're shipping. So people from California can look. It doesn't make a difference. If they're into what they're looking for, if you have what they're looking for, great, you have a customer. So I just put up a bunch of stuff. I mean, I have, I think, 90 items. And taking the pictures, you're going to take a picture of the barcode and then pictures of everything. And I just put everything. Some stuff is big that I didn't want to ship. Like this thing must weigh 30 pounds. It's a vintage Sony. They call it a tape quarter.
Oh, wow.
You have shipping available on that. You may want to change it.
Yep. No, it says in the description, it should say shipping may not be available, or it might be too heavy to ship, or blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The nice thing is his people are going to ship everything for me.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I just put up, I'm sorry, it's like the sky is going to open up here any minute. I just put up a varied amount of items, different kinds of items, vintage, some rare, a lot of collectible stuff, and just went with it. But if you go to HiBid, the main page, and everybody should be doing this to soar, especially when you're not supposed to go outside. You go home to the home page, which this is, and let's say I was back in Massachusetts, 02148, search. So it gives you everything within I did 50 miles, you could do 25 miles, 100 miles. And these are all the auctions that are going to be within that area.
Oh, wow.
This one does not say shipping.
Right.
So you're going to have to work it out to go pick it up the day after. Usually they give you 2 to 3 days afterwards.
Okay.
Is that to make arrangements?
Yep.
You do that all through HiBid, or they have an email that you email them, or how does that work?
You have emails. You could ask questions on any item, and typically they get back to you right away. Like, see this one, major 2-day ground equipment and truck auction. I don't know if anybody in here is going to sell trucks, but shipping's available. Why you would ship a truck and not a tea set, I have no idea. But you just go through, and like I said, why? I mean, yeah, sure, you're in Massachusetts or whatever. 90210, the most famous zip code in the country, right? No shipping available. Why not shop at this place? If it has, I'm sorry, I hit the address by mistake. You hit the picture. But if they have something you're interested in, and if no one else is interested in it, you researched it on eBay and you said, gee, this thing sells for $100. It's only at 25. I'm going to bid 30. Now, when you click on this, it automatically bids 30, or you could bid a little higher. If you could score it at 30 and you could sell it at 100, that's not bad. Shipping's, even if it cost you $10, that's still a good ROI on it.
Right.
So they tell you what you have to bid, or can you bid more than what that is?
My auction, it's $2 increments up to 100, then it's $5. This place, obviously, it's $5.
Okay.
Unless the first bid here is 20 grand.
Wow. But you can't do like eBay and say, okay, my highest bid is going to be $100, and then they go up incrementally. They don't do that here.
No. This is, you said it. Like I set mine. Well, the auctioneer said, let's keep it at high penny day. Let's keep it at $2, and then $100 or more, it's $5 increments.
That's interesting, huh? Okay.
But I mean, sometimes, I can't tell you. Numerous times I've gotten deals, incredible deals. $3, $4, because I don't know, the majority of the public was sleeping and they didn't know, and then I turned around and sold the item.
Right.
So let me ask you this, Paul. When you're doing this website, you have to register before you can even bid on it, on any item?
You have to register. It costs you $1 to register. But then that's it. You're registered because it costs the site, it's costing the auctioneer $1 every time somebody registers. But that's it. Then you're registered.
Oh, okay.
So you go through the registering one time. The next time it's merely logging in, and you're registered.
Okay.
But it's.
What? I have a question for you, Paul. What if you don't know somebody? What if you don't know an auctioneer? Do they have auctioneers on standby that you can contact if you
Yep.
have stuff you want to sell through them?
Yeah, because
Cool.
there's a place on here that sells stuff,
Okay.
and I believe they'll put you in touch with somebody.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Right here, name, phone number, email. This is my address. What would you like to sell? Are you a human? I hate those charge. What do they call them?
I know.
Something. Or if you see somebody, what I would do personally, if you see somebody that's consistently doing auctions on here and they're getting a good amount for their items,
Mhm.
I would contact them and say, listen, I can come up with 100 items. Can we work together? Can I list on your high bid? And they're going to take a percentage, it's usually 30, 35%.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It is, yeah, it's high, but I'm looking at it as, if a lot of you saw one of my last videos a couple of weeks ago, even though I'm approved, I still got the bad boy.
Right, right. That sucks. I
Yeah.
got so angry when I watched that video for you.
No, I'm still angry about it, but that's
Yeah.
okay. So I'm trying a new thing, but I'm trying it for me to keep making $1.
Right.
On the other hand, looking at it as the customer perspective, a resource to source for merchandise, it's fantastic. I mean, I'm typically always on here, the collectibles end of it. And you can just, you can do the search. If you're into whatever, like the other day, I happened to look for something that I just wanted personally. So I looked for the Beatles that I'm trying to grow my collection. And I could have spent an easy 10 grand on some of the stuff they had here.
Wow.
I would never, but I don't, it's hard to say. I mean, this, I know personally, this is a $50 plate all day long.
Wow.
If it stops at $5 or $10 and that he's only going up $1 increments, I'll bid if I go back and find out if he ships.
Mm-hmm. Can you save them so that you can look at them later? Is that what the star is?
Yep. You could do that.
Oh, cool.
Yep. Like this, I know I already have it saved in another desktop thing, because a lot of these end in a day. Now there was a lunchbox that I was bidding on. I think I stopped at $170, only because it's an $800 lunchbox.
Oh, wow.
And the bid went to $190, and I was kicking myself because I said if I was there, I would have went up to the $192 or $195 or whatever. But you just have to know, because you know how auctions are.
Yep.
I'm auctioning this. It's a blue circle, $5, and the person says $10 and 20. What is it?
Yeah.
It's a blue circle, but everybody's bidding on it. Or I'll make it $30. So what did you buy? I don't know. It's a blue circle. Because you
it's
got
the
caught
excitement.
Up. Yeah,
Yes.
you got caught up in it, caught up in the auction.
I don't know what it is, but I won.
Yeah, but to source, it's really cool, and I can show you one more if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
This one is another one, maxsold.com. Max Sold is really big in Canada. It hasn't caught on as popular as it is in Canada. The deals here are incredible, but there's no shipping. So you can see there's only 2 auctions starting in Florida. Eventually, there hasn't been many.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I mean, my son bought those theater rumble chairs for a home theater.
Uh-huh.
I think he bought 4 for $1 a piece because nobody wanted them.
Oh my gosh.
A china cabinet, top and bottom, in beautiful condition. He bought it for $2.
Wow.
Yeah, the big stuff nobody wants.
Wow.
But I mean, I bought, records on there. I bought comics. I bought action figures. The same thing. You just give me one of your zip codes.
32073.
So within 80 miles, see, there's none.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I mean, this is 80 miles.
I think that's my zip code. Maybe it's 75.
Drive 150 miles? Let's see. No, nothing even 150 miles. So let's check here, all auctions starting. Ontario. See, there's, here we go, Baltimore. Right?
Oh, that's anywhere, right? Or within 150 miles?
No, I just clicked on all their opening auctions.
Oh, for USA. I get it.
Yep. So let's say these are the same way. These go for a week. Pickup time and information. Category A, they give you categories. But usually you can pick it. As long as you're in between those times, you can pick it up. If not, they still get the money. You lose the item, and that's it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've done an auction with them for big stuff, and I had 3 people that paid but didn't pick it up because they pay them.
Oh, okay.
And they don't get their money back. Wow.
Right. No. But look at this.
But you still get it.
Yep. Full size bed, headboard and all, $105.
Dang.
A table and not even 6. Oh yeah, it is. Table and 6, $210. I mean, this is a fantastic place to source. Also, you just gotta you gotta drive.
So on that site, if they don't pick it up, you still get the money and keep the merchandise to resell?
Yep, they could resell it.
Wow.
Wow. Do they give you a time when, okay, it's free and clear, go ahead and sell it? I'd be afraid to sell it and then they pay.
No, they pay when the auction's over. They get the bill, they pay. Okay. And then typically the pickup time is not until the next day or the day after.
Oh, I get it. So if they don't pick up, they're just out. They can't reschedule.
Yep. But look at this china cabinet. So far, it's $31.
That is beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I've known this for a while, I guess, being in the real estate industry. Used furniture is not worth anything, has no value at all.
Right.
Look at that necklace. Was that real pearl? Right there.
Light sky blue, 7-length matching earrings, pickup category time. It doesn't say.
Oh, okay. So
that's the other thing about this site. They don't have to give you a good description.
Wow. Oh, jeez.
This is it.
So can we sell on there too, or we can just buy on there?
Yeah, but on Max Sold, okay, you have to they want you to do a minimum of $300, and then they get 35%.
Oh, okay.
So they're expensive also. And you have to.
You know what? I'd be thinking like you know, at least it's sold and Yes.
I mean, if you're going to move or something and you have beds and bureaus and stuff, I don't know if they still call them bureaus. But yeah, that's a great way to do it.
Wow.
I mean, the stuff is, I'm trying to find something interesting. This is all kind of what I would call boring stuff. Glass vase, $1. Okay. There's nothing.
Myra must have seen something she wanted you to look at, but I have no idea where it was.
It was a Fenton. It was that green. I think it was green.
A Fenton, 3 fluted Fenton.
No, go up some more.
Something.
Yeah,
I think you went on the next page.
Right there, maybe.
But
back up, you passed
there's
Fenton.
3 of them.
What's Fenton?
It's a type of glassware. A company that does a certain type of glass. I have a large collection of it.
Oh,
there's a blue, opal. That one right there.
This is cobalt blue, a rock glass from France, $36.
But she said it was 3 fluted Fenton.
Oh, it must be this 3 flower vase.
Oh, I bet that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Looks like
$45.
does it say Fenton on it?
No.
It looks like something that would be from Fenton.
Blue opal. Oh, so it must be the blue opal thing. Cobalt blue.
Oh, it must have been that then. Glass place setting A.
Yep. $36, Myra.
But
All
it
you gotta
doesn't say
do is
it's
go to Walnut Creek Court in Clarksville, Maryland, and you can pick it up, no problem. Be a good,
Myra,
be a good
that's a
weekend
waste.
drive.
Yeah, that's
But
a long
just
drive.
gives you an idea. It's, browse auctions. Like, I remember Dolly would say when she wasn't doing her nursing thing that she would get up every morning and source Facebook Marketplace. So
Oh.
great, Facebook Marketplace, but then you have other
look at
places
that.
too. Like, look at that old Coke sign.
Go up one more row where that lamp was. That one, that second one. What is that?
This is Ontario, Canada.
Oh, wow.
Things are going to get more money up there because they started up there, so they're more.
Oh, okay.
They're more well known. In Massachusetts, in the United States, they're not as well known. So, like I said, man, my son got stuff cheap. And even I did. Maynard, Mass. How close is that to you? I don't remember where Maynard is.
Is that close to you, Johnny?
That's in Massachusetts. I'm not sure where. I think it's south of here.
Maynard. I think it might be near Brockton.
Yeah, that's that area.
But Sterling.
Sterling is where my antique booth is at.
You have an antique booth?
I have two.
Really? Now, see, I'd love to talk about that because I've been to many. I've never, I bought from several.
Yeah, the one I'm in is in Sterling itself. It's an old cedar mill that they turned into an antique booth, an antique mall.
Oh, wow.
And it's multiple levels. I don't go too much upstairs because it's so cluttered you can't walk around. But they have it divided into different booths, and I have two there. One that Robin and I have together, and one that I have by myself.
I would love to do that myself.
Just last month alone, actually, last month, I sold an old ginger jar that was given to me. Sold it at asking price of $165.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was a free item that I got.
Like, look at this. Cambridge Soundworks, speakers and assorted. $3. Now,
Look at that silverware right next to it.
Yeah.
Those
Cambridge
go for a lot too.
Is a very good name. But yeah, silverware, 12 knives, 11 forks.
Oh, wow.
More. That's
a whole set? Oh, my God.
Well, it sounds like it's missing some pieces.
Yeah, but that's a lot. You can even do a lot.
Two very full sets, enough for a crowd. Come pick up. Rogers Brothers with matching serving pieces, random other serving pieces.
Wow.
And you got to bid at least $4.55 if you would love this beautiful piece of sterling.
Wow.
Pieces. But so you can just get an idea of, great places to source.
I never knew about that website.
Melissa said Maynard is about 90 miles from her. And Melissa, this would definitely be a way for you to source if you could.
Yeah.
They got some good stuff there.
So maxsold.com, Melissa.
And Robert said Johnny Maynard is about 40 miles from you guys.
Okay. I figured he would know. He's my GPS when it comes to that.
Paul, thank you so much for telling us about these. I never knew about these.
Yeah, no
Paul,
problem.
Don't forget to put your links in the chat so that everybody can go to your link.
Okay. Thank you.
Your high bid link. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will.
And then everybody else in the chat, I would like to remind you to go ahead and put your links in the chat if you have anything special coming up, any special auctions, any special videos, lives, premieres. If you want to share your links to whatever platform you sell on, this is the place to do it. We network and communicate with each other and have a good time as far as collaborating. And so that's what this is all about. I want to welcome Summer. Thank you for coming.
Hey, Summer.
Yeah, Paul.
From framing here.
Any links you have.
That's how I remember. Not far from Framingham.
Now, in there when you're in the high bid, you were saying that you couldn't, because you have a auction license, you couldn't sell on YouTube for auctions.
No, it's a whole thing. It's just it's crazy. The popularity of YouTube auctions has grown so much.
Yeah.
And I'm a licensed real estate broker. Have been now for 16 years here in Florida.
Right.
And I know for me, it would be a $5,000 fine. So when I started with T and Donna, I used to tell T, I said, well, I would love to come on with you, but I'm nervous because I'm not licensed. And, she would say, well, I'm calling it, so you don't have anything to worry about. So I went on with her, and then I went on with my friend's auction. You don't have to keep that up anymore if you don't want to.
Okay, you done?
Yeah, I'll pull my links and put them in.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
So I would go to I call him my friend now. I've known him for years. And he said, what are you doing? He says, you're not a licensed auctioneer. And I said, I know. And he said, well, you should know better. And then someone else said it to me, and then someone else. So I would tell T all the time, I said, listen, I'm real nervous. And so I didn't do that much. But in the background, I had contacted our state licensing board. And I said, listen, what's the deal? I says, everything I've read, everything that's been given to me for auctions is 90 to 95% auctioning off real estate. I am not interested in that. This is what I'm doing. I sent them links to my auction. I sent my link to my DOR that my taxes are paid for items. I sent them my corporate information, everything. A month and 2 weeks later, they came back to me and they said, you're okay. You gave us everything we needed. There is no other license that you need. That was 3 months ago. 2 weeks ago, I get an email. We're investigating a complaint for unlicensed auction activity against you.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, really? So I know because I called the board of, what is it called? The Registrar Board of Licensed Auctioneers in Florida. And I said, listen, I've already been approved. They said, but you're not a licensed auctioneer. And I said, no. But they said, who approved you? And I said, Tallahassee. We call them the DBPR. That's the DBPR, Division of Business and Professional Regulation.
Right.
And they said, you have an email from them in writing? They said, that's good as far as we're concerned. Keep it, and I don't care anything. And this was the president of the association. She said, that's good. She says, but just know, we're in touch with all the licensing boards in the country and the tax boards because this has become so prevalent. What do they call it? Interstate commerce, I think they called it.
Yeah.
Oh,
she says, we're all looking into making new regulations for it. So
they're taking something that's so innocent and turning it into something that they shouldn't.
Yeah. Well, I have to admit, because I've heard it in the past, there's been some people that have sold stuff and then never shipped anything to anybody and have just disappeared.
So they're trying to protect the public.
Yep. I know it hasn't, thank God it doesn't happen a lot, but I have heard of it happening. I mean, I do my thing. I try to be as professional as possible because I know it's my business. But, I can't speak for everybody.
So let me ask you this. If all these auctions that are going on and they're calling their own auctions as far as what they're doing, so as long as they're not an actual auctioneer, they can do it?
No, they're not supposed to. See, T's thing, everybody should know T. She's in New York. She doesn't have to be licensed. When I
Right.
gave them that as an excuse, they said, "Really? Who owns the product?" I said, "Well, I do." "Where's it being shipped from? New York or your place in Florida?" I said, "Well, Florida, of course." End of discussion. That's it. End of discussion. Who's shipping it? Who owns it? Me. That's it. You're all done. Okay. So
So if you're doing auctions online, you have to check with your state and see if it's appropriate for you to be able to do that with no problem.
yeah, you have to check what your state licensing is for online auctions. Online, what is it? I think she put it in the Interstate Commerce Commission.
I see it.
Yeah, they called it, the Board of Auctioneers called it, and the Division of Business called it something else. Interstate Commerce something for online sales. But
everybody who does it has to check with their local office to see what their guidelines are.
They should. I mean, it's just like you got to have you should have a tax ID number, and if you have, now I don't know how many people, because I don't have the chat open. How many people are in the chat?
19 right now.
19. How many people are online resellers out of the 19 people? How many people do it as a business?
I do.
Not a business yet.
So now I have my tax number. I'm an LLC. I've been an LLC though forever. If you ask the people, how many people have business insurance? I'll bet you maybe 10%. A lot of people don't think about that.
I have a tax ID.
You have a tax ID. Yeah, you need one. I mean, if you're going to buy wholesale and stuff, you need a tax ID. And I'm sorry to go off on a rant and stuff, but I've been in my own business for years, and I deal with this stuff, all the time. But then you talk to somebody, because I happen to be on just in somebody's chat, and they said, no, they don't have business insurance. I said, so what happens if you sell a Lego to somebody and their little kid gets it, swallows it, chokes, and has to go to the hospital? They're going to sue everybody. They're going to sue the shipping company. They're going to sue Lego. They're going to sue you for selling it. You're going to have liability insurance. And it's not, I mean, business insurance is, depending on how much volume you do, is not that expensive. But you'd be amazed how many people don't realize that.
Right.
For one, I'm glad that you're going off on your so-called tangent. I don't think you're going off on a tangent, but because the information you're giving us, it affects almost all the 19 people and the panel. So yeah. I'm glad you're telling us, what exactly.
I've been in this. I've been doing my own. I opened my first store in 1979. So that gives you an idea how long I've been in business. And I get passionate about different things, and I like teaching. Because I was a real estate trainer too, and I do like teaching. But there's no reason to get caught for something that could have been avoided with an easy, just, let me call my insurance person or whatever, find out what I need. Is not a big deal if you have frequent rate. Oh, okay. That's the other thing that I asked him about with auctions. If you're doing an auction, like with the way she said it there, if you're doing 1 or 2 a year, it's almost, they consider it as a garage sale. It's not a business. You're not doing it consistently. If you're doing, Penny, because it starts tomorrow. They have to have a starting and a closing time, so it starts tomorrow. If you're selling your own stuff and not making a profit, and they put that in there probably on purpose, not making a profit, because who doesn't want to make a profit? Then you have nothing to worry about. But yeah, it's when you're doing it, like I'm buying stuff to resell on eBay or we're on Amazon, and then now I'm throwing in auctions, and I put up those funny pictures like, go ahead, sue me or whatever, only because I'm hoping that letter is going to cover me that they can't, that they already gave me permission. So that I'm sure the next picture you'll see me is going away in cuffs. Not that it'll come to that.
Jennifer has a question. Says she has a shop on Etsy. Is that considered a business?
If you look up business, it's if you buy and sell to make a profit, that's a business. You're not going to have a shop on Etsy and lose money on it, or do it just for the hell of it because you're a nice gal and you just want to give the stuff away. Your goal is to end up with a profit.
Yeah, I think Greg was talking about insurance. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Amazon has asked me for it. I've had my Amazon account now since 2012, but I haven't sold as much as I have been lately. But yeah, they did want it. They wanted everything. They wanted my corporate papers, my license, everything.
I have a question for you. So if you're supposed to have an auctioneer's license, is all you need for online auctions? Is that what they're saying?
Well, they're working on getting a specific, I think they're going to come up with a specific online license, an online commerce, interstate commerce license or something.
So if we're doing, like me and Cleopatra are doing it every Friday now, we just started. Does that mean we can keep doing it until they come up with it and then get the license? Or, I mean, I know that legally you can't tell me yes or no, but I want to be legal. So
yeah, I'm not an attorney. I don't play one on YouTube or any place.
That's a good way to cover your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is somebody going to complain about you? I doubt it. Did I ruffle somebody's feathers? Maybe. Are they trying to get back to me? Maybe. Karma's a wonderful thing.
That is a crappy way to get back at somebody, to make them have to pay, what was it, thousands of dollars in a fine? I mean, you're a crappy person.
For me, it's $5,000. If someone else in Florida that's not a licensed real estate professional, it's $500 to $750.
That's still a big chunk of change, no matter what way you look at it.
It is, but it's like, just like Landshark says, CYA. Just check the laws. If you can't see what a lot of people go after, even in real estate, when I was doing short sales, there's something called the gray area. If you can operate in that gray area, I'm not saying you should, but if the law doesn't directly affect it, like I told them, I said, listen, I got all the paperwork, everything, 95% of it is for auctioning off real estate. I am not going to auction off real estate. I am doing online sales, collectibles, comic books, merchandise. No real estate. I have no desire to do real estate at all. Then there's no specifics for that in the license anywhere. But she says we have to look up every complaint we get. Even though it's anonymous, we have to look into it.
And that's because you are a real estate broker.
Because it's I guess it's a little bit more tedious for me because I'm already licensed with them, so they have my fingerprints and everything. And
I
remember
when I was in Louisiana, I was going through real estate school to get my license, and there's a list of things you cannot do once you are actually a licensed realtor or a broker. They are really strict on you. Yeah.
If you, the same thing here, if you get caught, if you get a DUI, that's it, you lose your license.
Yeah.
They're pretty strict. I mean, because you're dealing with the public every single day, but I'm trying to do my best to get away from real estate. When I go back home to Massachusetts, New Hampshire, I'm done with real estate here. Real estate here is like the wild, wild west.
Right.
Agents do whatever the hell they want to do. They don't care of our code of ethics. The board, the realtors don't care about realtors. I can't believe I said it that way. That was a thing with me. Realtor. There's no A in it. It's realtors.
Realtor.
They keep jacking up the yearly fees.
Right.
And they don't do anything. There's no protection.
Yep.
But hey, like I said, I'm sorry for talking so much, and the hours.
Well, this is how we get the information out there, making people think about what they're doing. In case if it's not legal, they want to make sure it's legal, and that's what this is about: sharing the information.
True.
You know, if we don't learn about it and not know how and where to look for it, how are we going to learn how to protect ourselves?
Landshark Picker, I checked every place for auctioneer license. It's from $1,300 to $1,800.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow!
It's twice as much. Well, it cost me $1,000 to get my real estate license and then my broker's license.
It's not cheap.
It's not, and no one does it on. They don't offer it online.
Nope.
And then it's 8 days, 8 in the morning till 7 at night. And the closest one to me is 2.5 hours away. So even if I wanted to do that, I'd have to rent a hotel for 8 days. Ooh. That's another $1,000 right there. So I was just not going to do it. Or the other thing you could do is you could work 2 years as an apprentice under an auctioneer.
Ooh.
Seems like a long time, but 2 years goes by quick.
Yeah.
If I knew I was going to stay here for another 2 years, I would have asked my friend if I could work under him. I would have worked under him for free just to be able to say I'm an auctioneer at the end of 2 years.
Right.
But then I know I'm leaving, so I'm not going to be in Florida anymore.
Yeah.
But I would just do what you're doing until somebody complains and say, listen, I checked the law. There's nothing about needing an auctioneer license to do my own eBay style sale. You plead the fifth.
Welcome, Alex.
Have you?
The flippers in the house, flipping goodies. Welcome. I'm just trying to get caught up, Janet. Welcome.
See, Mike, I'm remembering your name.
What you gonna say, Paul?
Do all of you know Heather from Hooked on Pickin'?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
She started.
I used to watch her a lot.
Yep. She started her own, what she calls a fire sale.
Yep.
And I think she does very well with it. She buys cases and pallets from Bulk and those places.
Uh-huh.
And she'll bring out an item. Okay, this is item 32. It's a roll of tape. She has a sticky note on a Post-it note. It's number 32. And we're going to do this at $10. And this is number 33. And this is an iPhone. And this is $100. And she no sooner puts the next item down and somebody puts in the chat, sold item 31. And I'm telling you, she's rocking out the sales.
Wow. So she's not auctioning at all.
No auction at all. I spoke to her probably 6 months ago. I said, you should try an online auction. And I gave her the link to mine. And she says, yeah, I was thinking about doing that. And I think she probably heard about all the stuff and then she did this. And I tell you got to look at it. She no sooner puts one item down and she's got in the chat, sold 31, sold 32. And she does well.
Wow.
And who you said her name was?
Her name is Heather, but it's Hooked on Pickin'.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
P-I-C-K-I-N? I'm going to.
I-N, yep. No,
to her.
no G.
Yeah, through her, I bought my first 3 bulk boxes from going through.
Oh, wow. I've never bought anything I bought from a few companies, but never from Bulk. I don't know, Lisa. I hope they will soon because I haven't I haven't told Karma to act yet.
And in fact, her warehouse, she had her warehouse built. That's pretty much in her backyard.
Yep, I looked at how she did it. I watched the videos from beginning. My wife and I watched it. It was pretty cool.
Well, I've been watching her since she was working out of her living room.
Yes, me too.
Wow.
And it's amazing. She just kept with it.
Yeah.
She started like basically from nothing, and now she's way up there.
And she even did a video on. She went to Bulk's warehouse and did a tour.
Yep.
But the one that's called Hooked on Picking Amazon FBA reseller.
Yeah, it's just Hooked on Picking. It's just her.
I was missing the hyphen behind her name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she has a little hyphen over her at the end.
Yeah, she's got a lot of videos.
Yeah,
Yes, a lot.
I couldn't find it because I didn't realize she had that hyphen.
How do you do the hyphen on a keyboard?
But the little asterisk behind, like you're doing apostrophe. I'm sorry.
Oh, I got it. Hooked on Picking Amazon FBA seller.
Yeah, that was her last video.
Okay, cool.
Her husband's a priest, or I guess you would call him a priest.
I want to comment on Landstar Picker makes a great comment and a point here. Whatever you do, don't listen to anyone that you might not trust on YouTube. Do your research and check with your local state or city or parish or county or whatever it is in your area to make sure you cover your butt.
Yep.
And check the laws in your area, because every state, every city, in Louisiana it's called parishes, some other states it's called counties, countries, whatever. Check and see what those local laws are for you to protect yourself and know that you're doing something right.
And Heather is also a huge Amazon seller. That's where the majority of her stuff was.
Yep.
Huge. Everything she got from Bulk and VA Trading and a couple other ones she gets stuff from.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
She gets pallets.
Where does she put that kind of stuff?
She even sold motorcycle parts on Amazon.
Wow.
Alex makes a point here. He says, don't be a criminal and misuse the box in a bag. I know people doing it, people doing life in prison without parole for misusing box in a bag.
Oh, man. I did a video on pirate ship. And somebody said, what about the box in the bag? And I said, all I do is put it in the bag. And I took it to the postmaster, and he said, don't leave the flaps out. Tape everything square, and you're fine. So they said, no, that's not right. So I went to pirate ship. I says, I'm getting a lot of grief about this box in the bag stuff. What is it? And they said, it's whatever you want it to be, basically. All we tell people to do is you put it in the bag. And I says, well, when I went, I asked the postmaster, I said, this is what it is. And he says, as long as you tape it all up, so there's nothing sticking out, because you can imagine it's going through the belt, and then it's going to go down through the machine that reads it. He says, if you have everything sticking out, there's a good possibility it's going to get jammed and stuck. So tape everything up. And you're fine. He says, we have no problem with it. But people still,
Okay, I understand now, because Mara's saying she had to go to the post office because someone put a priority flat rate box in a bag and shipped it media mail. And then to pay back. So that's definitely illegal.
Oh, yeah. I've had some.
Especially when it's a priority flat rate. You don't put that
I've gotten boxes from people that have done that to me.
I've had that happen too.
I got one and I did an unboxing. And I don't know, she's not in here, but Flippin' Frozen said, hey, that's illegal.
You're supposed to measure the bag before you put the box in it.
Well, when they're talking about a box in a bag, they're talking about not doing priority shipping in a bag. Now, you can put a box in a bag, but you just got to tape it up.
Measure the bag with nothing in it before you put the box in it.
Oh.
Yeah, you're supposed to when it's flat.
But that's one of those things where you're going to have to tell the people, well, we're just going to have to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Because that's a gray area.
Yeah, because the pirate ship doesn't, they gave me a video. They said, here's a link to a video that explains it. as best as we can. Okay.
And I agree with you, Lance Shark, because that's true. As long as you do your work and research, you're gonna cover yourself no matter what. So it's best to do your homework no matter anything.
I always used to tell my agents and stuff, always be upfront and truthful with everything. So then you don't have to unravel a lie with another lie.
I hate that.
You tell the people the truth. You give them the stats that support it, and they can't argue. They will argue it, but they can't.
I want to welcome the Thrifting Kid. Welcome to the chat. That's Peter.
That's Peter. Yeah.
The Thrifting Kid or the Reseller Kid?
The Reseller Kid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Thrifting Kid was in here earlier, but he left.
Yeah.
Oh, there's two. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
just
what I
kidding.
realized when I said
Oh,
it.
you're kidding. You got me.
Victoria, where are you located? I don't know if I asked you before.
I'm in Florida, in Jacksonville area, up near Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're loving this heat that we're getting.
Oh, yes, I'm loving it.
That's why she's indoors.
That's why I'm inside.
I've always done the back when I was looking at comments. When it comes to box in a bag, even if I'm putting something in a bag, I'm always taping because I don't know. I guess it's because I'm, when it comes to this, leaving little stickers of I call them ears on a package. Yep. I'm always taping them down because I don't like that myself.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
you make it like a Christmas present.
Yeah, I wrap everything like a Christmas present.
Yep.
Now Paul asked the postal whatever they call that. Yeah, but I watched a video and I don't know if they asked the postal person or not, but they said that it was illegal to tape them down and make it look like a box. So I've kind of stopped doing box in a bag for the most part because it scares me. I don't want to go to jail and I don't want to make anything, uncomfortable for my customer.
Just like this week, I've been selling a lot of the wrestling figures, and I have this. It's a flat rate. No, not a. It's a UPS box that doesn't have any flat rate on it, and I've been using those that types of boxes because I want to make it nice and tight around a wrestling figure. So I bring it to the post office, and we have a new lady because our regular lady who worked there has moved to another location. So now we have someone different at the office, and the first thing they do when I drop them off, because they're not used to me, is they check to make sure it's not a flat rate box a Franken box.
Yeah.
Because the first thing they're looking at, I said, it's not Franken, it's a Franken box, but it's not a flat rate box. Oh, how you know that? I said, because that's what you're looking for, aren't you? And they said, yeah. So I already know that you can't do that on a flat rate box.
How many figures are you selling in the box?
One per box.
Is it still on the card?
What you mean?
Is the wrestling figure loose or is it on the card?
No, it's inside of a pack.
So it's still packaged.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you one right now. I got very little left on this, and I got to start listening to the second round.
Hi, Brittany.
Ooh, Kajun has one of those nice chairs.
Yeah, I'd love to get one.
A lumbar pillow and a neck pillow, and it reclines.
Oh, nice.
Robert and I got each of one right after Christmas. I think it was around after Black Friday. Staples had them on sale. We picked it up for $95, I think, or mine was like $110, and on sale for like $89, $95, and Robert got one too. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's WWE wrestling figures, and it's in its own box.
Make Reseller Kids comment. We couldn't see the bottom of it, but I mean, just so you know.
Oh, okay. This says, I was considering buying an electric scooter here in the UK. However, laws have been implemented so that they only are legal to provide on private land and landowners' permission. Are electric scooters illegal in the US?
Well, they have to have a tag. Well, we call them tags here, licenses back home.
I know in some areas you're not allowed to ride them on the road as a vehicle, but a sidewalk location where you
a moped you have to ride. You can't ride on the streets.
Well, I think it was referring to an electric scooter.
Well, some of those scooters go 50 miles an hour. Those I think you can.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the ones that the older people were like, the ones you see at Walmart.
Okay.
Yeah, here
That's what I'm thinking
of. A certain speed in order to take it on the road.
Right.
I think each state has different laws, Peter.
Yeah,
for 'em.
because in Louisiana, you cannot take it out on the sidewalk at all. Well, let's see. I think depends on how fast they go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
if you can outrun the cops, you can drive it any way you want.
Yeah, just get one of those nitrogen tanks on the scooter. You'll be able to outrun them.
Oh, geez. He's a 15-year-old kid. Stop encouraging him, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to go ahead and start thanking everybody again for coming in the chat. Before anyone leaves, don't forget, before you leave out of here, go ahead and hit the thumbs up for me, please. And also, don't forget, if you're not subscribed to Victoria and Larry, welcome Spreading Cheers. Don't forget to subscribe to them, because this week, Tuesday, is bingo on Larry's channel. And then the following week, we'll be back on Victoria's channel. So make sure you subscribe to each one of us so you'll be to have your notifications turned on. Don't forget to hit that top notification bell so you can get your notifications when the next videos come out. Also, I have some news announcements to make. Starting this week, this Monday and Wednesday will be my last live guest. On Wednesday, I will start turning that into a live mic night, but my guests will still be on Monday nights. And I'm no longer going to be doing the Friday night show, because this Friday there was so much notifications popping up on my screen that I'm not going to sit here and compete with anyone. And I think this is going to be able to give me more time for myself, because now on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, because I'm not doing the how-to videos anymore, I'm done with that series for now. I will start putting up my videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, because Tuesdays we do bingo. So what I'm going to do now is dedicate my time to putting out more videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays on my regular content and what I'm selling and what I'm sourcing. So this week coming up will be my last full Wednesday night guest. And so this Friday coming will no longer be a live show with open mic night. It'll turn into Wednesday night being live mic night.
Okay.
And on Wednesdays, we'll still do our Saturday lives as we do. But Monday nights will be guest. Wednesday nights will be open mic night, open question and answers kind of thing. And then Friday night will be whoever wants what. But I won't be doing that show anymore on Friday, starting this week.
And don't you guys forget, subscribe to Paul if you haven't yet.
Yeah.
He's got some good content over on his page too.
Now, don't forget, Paul, go ahead and
Thank
put
you.
your link again. Okay, you got it. I see it.
Yeah,
I did.
Paul has
Thank you, Mara.
I put my tomorrow's auction in there, and if I could give myself a shameless plug.
Yes.
Everybody, that's what we're all
Oh, I'm
about.
sorry. I shouldn't have said yes. It's not my channel. I forget.
Yeah.
I am I'm starting my show again, my 4:00 show, Monday through Friday. Was supposed to start it in June. Had some medical stuff going on, so starting to Monday, I'll be on, and I'm looking for guests, all kinds of guests. So I already see 3 here.
You can sign me up. You can sign me up. I'll just have to do your show and go straight into mine after.
Okay, cool. But
Reach
yeah,
out to us.
I want to do guests. I do some, informational content.
Right.
And then one of those days I'll probably do an auction or a sale.
Thank you, Jennifer. That's another thing. My Cajun cooking show is going to be really hitting out some more recipes.
I definitely have to check that out. Definitely, because I love.
Jennifer just put the link in the chat.
Do you
This
do
week-
anything with an air fryer?
No.
Ooh.
Oh,
I have one. I just don't do it. I haven't done it with any recipes yet.
Paul's like, oh no.
how long have you had your air fryer?
I use it. What I use it for is more of rotisserie chicken.
That's it?
That's all I've been using it for. Yeah. Since I moved here, I haven't had time.
I've had my air fryer since not this past, but the one before that, Black Friday. I've probably used my oven 5 times since. I use the air fryer for everything.
Well, I have a toaster oven that I use more of.
Do you do anything? I need low-calorie
I love it.
recipes.
But yeah, I have one. I just don't use it that often.
I'm all right. I'm going to rely on you for some low-calorie
I'll come to this channel, man.
Well, Victoria, you can send Paul some
I do have.
recipes.
They're not low
I
calorie.
can do that too. But if you go onto YouTube, no, I'm saying if you want low calorie, low carb recipes, other than Cajun cooking, because I'm gonna tell you right now, we got some good Cajun food, but you have to make it yourself to make it to where you can have it low cal or low fat and adjust some of the ingredients.
Do you make jambalaya?
Just type it in on YouTube.
Do you make jambalaya?
Oh God, yes.
I have never. I would love to. I have never.
Oh, then I have to make it then. This week, what I'm making, I already made it. I got the video ready to come out. I got to put it edited now. It's chocolate country gravy
I can't
with
wait.
bacon on top of biscuits.
All right, hold on. Chocolate and bacon. I don't think they should go together.
Have you ever had chocolate covered bacon? That stuff
No,
is
I
good.
don't even want to think
Repeat
about
that, Paul,
it.
because you froze on it. But you froze. Repeat what you were saying, Paul, because you froze.
I don't even want to think about chocolate and bacon on the same plate or anywhere near each other.
Have a chocolate.
Oh, it's so good. But
I
it's
love
not like a
chocolate.
traditional. It's not like a traditional gravy, though. It doesn't. You don't make a roux at the beginning of it like you would a country gravy. That's the difference about it. And I use almond flour.
It's
Yeah,
like
but-
eating a dessert.
Oh, but it's so much better. Yeah. Watch the video. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Coming
Yeah,
out this week
I couldn't.
on the Cajun Roots Cookie Show near you.
Chocolate and
That's
bacon
funny.
go with everything. Yeah, Maggie, but not in the same mouthful.
Oh my God!
I don't know.
It was
Hey,
divine.
Paul,
It was
how about,
awesome. I will make it again.
That's like
Make
what do
How
they
about a
call it?
chocolate covered answer?
Well, hello, Kevin.
What do they call? Is it mole? Is that the chocolate kind of gravy? Mole, the Spanish version.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I tried that once, and it's like no, you throw it away.
What you do is you're basically using. I use almond flour, cocoa powder, dark chocolate, bittersweet morsels.
You got me there, and that's it.
Yeah, and then the bacon at the end.
And forget the bacon. Just use the first ingredient.
Well, I tell you in all my recipes when I do a video for cooking, you can always take and add something into it, but never put too much at the beginning because you're never going to take it out if you put too much at the beginning.
You're going to have to try it at least once, Paul. Chocolate covered bacon.
Never.
And look, the reason I had to try it.
Blasphemous. Chocolate and bacon. That's blasphemous, isn't it?
Okay.
Oh.
Have you ever tried chocolate covered potato chips?
Nope.
They're
Have you ever
good too.
tried chocolate covered bacon?
No. Chocolate
Oh my
covered
God.
bacon. No, never.
Well, if you watch the video, you may be, because I only did this recipe for the video because Colton at Redneck Reselling, Courtney, they talk about it all the time. And every time Rev's on, or they're on Rev's show, or we in the chat, they're always talking about chocolate gravy. Chocolate covered gravy is awesome. So I looked up the recipe and I did it, and I love it. I think Robert does too. You can ask him in the chat and see what he says. It won't hurt my
I don't
feelings,
know.
but I know we ate it up.
Slump it up with a biscuit.
Well, you pour it on top of a biscuit, yeah.
That would be good. A fresh biscuit right out of the oven, cut it in half, and put a Hershey bar in between it. Oh, let it melt a little.
Almost like a s'mores, just without the marshmallows.
Oh yeah, the marshmallows too. I'm totally teasing, but it does sound kind of good.
But anyway, all my videos I do with my cooking channel, it's basically at the beginning, I always discuss the difference in different seasonings and spices, and you can always add to it. You can take it out. You don't have to do exactly what I do, but you can use what you prefer. And so I always talk about that in all my videos.
I can't wait for that video to come out this Thursday, right?
It's going to probably be out before Thursday.
Oh, yay.
Because Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to start doing more of my videos, of putting out videos, because that's what was holding me back. And I say that because I was going so much already that I had to really say, okay, yesterday, with the way the show went yesterday, I cut it in half only for 30 minutes. Now, granted, I think, and I'm blessed that we had 65 views yesterday in the chat
Nice.
for 30 minutes. But it's just too much. There was too much going on, and my Fridays is really starting to pick up for other people. So I don't want to have to compete like that. So that's why I can step back and do other things.
Myra,
I will be
glad
on
I ate
this
before
Friday.
this live.
What now, Paul?
Myra, we're buying space. Glad I ate before this live.
This Friday I will be a guest on someone's auction.
Cool. What are you going to sell? What are you going to be selling?
Victorian Queen Cleopatra asked me to be a guest on their auction in front.
What are you going to sell?
Okay. I'm going to have 12 different lots that I'm going through to put together.
Cool. Very
That way,
cool.
if I have to go all 12, we'll use all 12. If I don't use all 12, I'll use whatever we got.
And you guys,
let
me make a quick announcement here. If you come on as a guest on the auction show and we go past 8 o'clock, you don't have to stay. I mean, we would love for you to, but if you have to cut it off at 8 o'clock and we still want to go, we're not making you stay. So I just want to put that out there because last night was totally a surprise when we stayed on so long.
Right.
They're still talking about food.
No, I'm trying to catch up. It's gone so fast.
Yeah, Never Ending said, you guys ever put peanut butter and jelly together?
Well, yeah.
That has to be a joke because they're supposed to be together.
Yeah.
Not
Robert says it
chocolate
was
and
awesome.
bacon.
I can't wait to try it. And it's keto friendly. Yay.
Well,
Bacon is keto?
Yeah.
I thought keto was you don't eat keto. I was on keto in the 70s. What is it? You're supposed to put your body into ketosis, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So you don't eat bread or anything like that. It's all meat.
No carbs. I try to keep my carbs under 20 a day because, vegetables have carbs and some, stuff like that has carbs. Some of the sugar-free, keto-friendly chocolate that I have as a snack will have carbs. I just looked up the carbs.
Being diabetic, you're supposed to eat veggies.
Right. Well, you're supposed to eat it on keto too. But I just looked up the carbs on because I make the whipping. I use whipping cream with my coffee.
Right.
Oh my gosh, whipping cream has 1 carb per tablespoon. I told Todd today. I said, I bet I have a cup of that a day because I have several cups of coffee during the day. So I'm going to have to kind of cut back on the whipping cream, which kind of sucks, but.
FYI, Victoria, biscuits aren't on the keto diet.
I know they're not. Neither are marshmallows or jelly or any of that.
So now, how about the ice? So you're crunching up ice. Is that part of it?
No, and I haven't had ice in a couple days because we ran out, and none of the Sonics around here will sell you a bag of ice right now.
Oh no! Wow. Your ice withdrawal.
I am.
Doesn't your freezer make ice?
Yeah, but the Sonic ice is like the little chewable ice.
It's
I love
small barrels.
Is it rubbery?
No, it's like crunchy.
Yeah, it's a small little barrel they make.
What are you talking about, Paul?
I don't. It's chewable ice. I don't know. I thought when you chew ice, it meant you were sexually something.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God!
Oh wow! This is the morning show here. She crunches some ice too.
Isn't that what it meant when people?
Look, we have to see how many shades of red.
Wow, that was good.
He is turning so many different shades of red.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Boy, now we know what to do when you're crunching ice on the morning show.
I am not. No, I'm not.
Wow.
Okay, I want to let everybody know next Saturday, our guest is going to be Eric at OBX Picker, and Best Offer Queen Candace is going to be our guest for next Saturday.
Good show.
Yeah.
Paul's getting hot.
There's more ways than one.
Victoria, you need a fan behind you.
I am not sexually frustrated. I just want to put that out there before it goes viral that Victoria is sexually frustrated. She is not.
David Outdoors says that they just had their flyover over New York City with the planes. I know they were talking about going over certain cities throughout the day.
Wow.
From the west to the east, or east to west. Trying to change
that
now.
Paul, you're in trouble. Now there's you're so in trouble.
I'm sorry.
I was always told that. And then Sonic has good ice because I thought ice was ice, and I don't know, chocolate and bacon. I don't know. I'm losing the whole thing on this.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Jennifer, for pointing that out. I did say it wrong. It's your best you, Candace.
Yeah.
Is our next guest. I did say it wrong. Thank you, Jennifer.
I bet the planes were amazing, David. I wish I could. I hope somebody videotapes them and puts them on YouTube. I'd love to see that.
I'm surprised Victoria doesn't have those ice trays. You make your own. Just smash it up, make it small.
You talking about those little blue round ones?
Not the same.
Yeah, I've tried to smash up my own ice before, and it's not the same. The
Well,
chewiness.
no, because they make these little barrel type ices. That's what you're talking about.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's like a small barrel, like the little root beer barrels. They're shaped like that.
Yeah,
Someone text Todd.
I saw that, Myra, before he hears it from someone else. Oh my gosh.
Well, all right, everybody. I want to thank y'all for taking the time to come and spend that hour and a half almost with us, hour and 15 minutes. I want to thank everybody for coming and supporting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to each one of us. And also look out for the new bingo coming out this Tuesday. We'll be on Larry's channel. Then the following one will be back on Victoria. And then also
Candy night.
Candy night,
week, of course, he does candy. And I just went yesterday and bought some more moon pies for my giveaways.
Oh, moon pie. Love moon pie.
Hi, Kevin.
I found some vanilla and banana.
I saw them here. We have it's in another city. I don't know how they do it. They sell bread and stuff, bakery items that greatly reduce cost.
Yeah.
It's like their factory seconds or whatever. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But they had moon pies, but they're 2 layers. They didn't have a single layer like the old days.
Well, those are called double stack. They do make them in single, but actually, if you go to your local, some of the Walgreens has them for about a box $1. Now they do have the triple layer, but you don't get as many pies in those boxes. But it's still the same.
I used to love moon pies as a kid.
Well, in New Orleans,
I was just remembering, Victoria, they sell ice trays shaped as like little things that if you make an ice, take care of the frustration.
Are we talking about little penises? Is that what you're going to say?
You said it, I didn't.
You might need to get in touch with Lisa then.
Wow.
Meiosis.
I was going to say, Paul, they have 3 different flavors of moon pies.
Change the subject.
Yes, we are changing the subject.
Well, I've noticed around here in Massachusetts, they don't have the strawberry, but they do have them in like Louisiana because that was a signature thing for us to throw up the floats in the Mardi Gras parades.
Oh, okay.
Carnival parades, each Mardi Gras ball, every Mardi Gras crew, you had like a signature throw, but then everybody would want the moon pies. So up there, down in Louisiana, you can buy by the case, and they had them in strawberry, banana, vanilla, chocolate. They had them in all different flavors. Yeah.
I haven't seen the strawberry here, but I've.
New Orleans, we went to the oh no, it wasn't New Orleans, I'm sorry, Nashville, the Google clusters. Remember Google clusters?
Yeah.
They had those there. I had to buy a bunch of those. Those are good. Oh, all this talk of
why, Kevin? I don't get it.
And ice and stuff and
Well, welcome, but I just saw you snuck in here.
It just happens that way, Kevin.
I don't understand it, Kevin. I really don't.
How you doing, Matt Doodle?
Who's Kevin?
Also, if anyone is in the chat that would be interested in becoming a guest on myself on our show that I do on Monday and Saturday with Larry, you can get in touch with me through all the contacts are in the description box below. Please do give me a contact where you can what day you can come on and when would be your available dates. And also, Paul's looking for new guests to come on his show. And if you're interested, hit him up and let him know. Contact him. In the video, and the descriptions are in the description box below as far as their links. You can get in touch with them as well.
You feel that, Paul? I'm sticking you. You feel that, Paul?
Yes, but when you come on with me, unlike when you go to Larry's show, you have to actually show your face. You can't hide behind the emoji.
Santa May, how you doing?
Thank you, Alice. I get to see it. The flyover coverage. I'm sorry.
Oh, cool. And also, I just want everybody to, and I don't know if everybody does this, but I'm asking. I had put Danny May on a prayer list. She's got, and the only thing I'm saying is that she does have some medical issues that she needs to have prayers for to cover her and getting well soon. So would everybody please add her to your prayer list?
Can I pray for her real fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Dear Lord, we just ask that you be with Danny Mae as she's going through her health problems. Just make her strong and better, and just let her get through this without too much worry or pain. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
We love you, Danny Mae.
I've been chatting with her, and she's just, I love her. I met her daughter on one of the chats the other night, and oh my God, she was with Emily, and she looks just like her mama. How's her new apartment coming, Annie Mae? She was moving into an apartment. Her first time moving in by herself.
Oh, that's exciting. I never lived by myself.
You're welcome, Annie Mae. Okay. Well, keep us posted. I want to keep in touch with you, and if you need anything, let us know.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, thank y'all so much for coming and spending your time with us today. Looking forward to seeing y'all again during the week in the different chats. If you don't,
be safe
please.
Tonight.
What?
I told him be safe tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be careful with all the fireworks and all that. And play it safe. And watch it from the TV if you have to. Thank y'all for coming, and please be safe and have a great 4th of July weekend.
Yes.
And see y'all in the next go round. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.